Hello, hello. Welcome to Sparkle.Sanctuary. My name's Rebecca. Thank you for joining today. This is a post review of Something Sweet by Mandy Manzano from Diamond Art Club. The image is 51 centimeters by 76 centimeters and is a round shaped diamond painting. So I've had this kit in my stash for several years now. I think it was something that I picked up either in late 2020 or early 2021. It is one of the older kits that I have in my stash. And so I really I'm working on those images, trying to work through some of my backlog. So yeah, it's also Beauty and the Beast is one of those movies that I tend to watch around this season. I'm not sure why, but so I wanted to go ahead and work on this. I will share at one point when I first got this image, in the movie, the cartoon, her dress is yellow, and I really love the yellow of her dress, and I think it really speaks to Belle, and so I actually considered changing out her dress from pink to yellow. I even had a bunch of different yellow ones picked out, and I was going to potentially, show how to swap out colors for all of that stuff. But ultimately, at the end, I decided that because these are round diamonds, that the pink behind the yellow would make the dress look more muddied than I wanted it to. And so I ultimately left it pink. However, I did add a couple special diamonds to this picture, and one of them is in her dress. So I'll show that to you in a minute. As before I said, this is by Mandy Manzano. It's a 51 by 76 centimeters, so it's not too big, but it's also not, a terribly small image. Kind of pull down a little bit so you can see there's the top. So Mandy Manzano does a very stained glass look to her images with lots of stark black lining. I think it's perfect for diamond painting. I really love the way it looks. It also makes it easy to section off areas and to work within those areas because the black kind of separates some of the coloring that's in there. And I think it looks really nice. It also kind of allows for a really beautiful blend of color blocking and confetti. Now, color blocking is when you have a single color, I don't know, there's a little bit of yellow around this flower here. That would be considered color blocking because it's one color that's in an area where you can use a multiplacer, versus confetti, which I would consider like this flower in her hair here, where there's a lot of different colors and you have to change them out. I think there's little bits of color blocking where it's not overwhelming and boring, but there's also little bits of confetti so that that's not overwhelming and too tedious. And so I do think that Mandy Manzano's artwork really does well for that. So I'll turn this sideways so you can see the entire image. Now, even though this is one of Diamond Art Club's older canvases, it does still have the scalloped and poked edges. It has the nice flocked background. It, lays down nicely. It's a beautiful canvas to work on. I didn't have any issues with the glue. I didn't have any issues with the diamonds. I actually had very little trash with the diamonds, and the grid seemed to be perfectly fine. I have learned that I really love my 15 placer, but generally anymore I'm noticing older kits especially don't tolerate the 15 placer as much. It ends up having a little bit too much gapping. So I think the most I did at any time was 5. And I think for most people, 5 is pretty easy to do. So I would say this is perfectly fine to color block on, as long as you're not doing large numbers in your color blocking, if that makes sense. Like I said, the glue was perfectly fine. The canvas itself was really good. And the drills all ended up being perfectly fine. In fact, if you see that there's a really nice sheen to them, I think the way that they did the AB, there's 2 ABs in this. There is a white AB that is kind of, they have a little bit in his eyebrows and in his teeth and spread a little bit in his cloak. And then there is a pink AB that is in the swirls of her dress. And when the light catches it, it just makes those swirls look really cool. I'm not sure if that'll actually translate on video, but yeah, I think it looks really neat. And I think that, the little bits that Diamond Art Club added in turned out really nice. Like I said, though, I did add a couple. So there is this jelly pink that I added in here just to give it a little bit more depth. And then in his cloak, I added in these blue crystals also to give it a little bit more depth, just just to give it a little something different to make it, more unique and more my own. The symbol quality was great. I think there's a few things that Diamond Art Club has moved away from when it comes to symbols that can be confusing if you have your canvas turned in different directions. And so there were more of those than I've had recently. But again, that's something that they've worked and improved upon. And the cover sheet was fine. Like, I had no problems with this kit. I have no complaints with this kit. It was fun to work on. I just have been very busy this last month, and so it took me a little bit longer to complete than I normally would on any other canvas. So I was glad I had a couple days off and was able to just kind of knock it out of the park and get it done, and I'm already on to my next kit. So the question now is, would I purchase this again if it was an option? This is a discontinued image. I am sharing this with you simply because I know that there are people that are still selling them on like Facebook groups and on eBay and things like that. So I know like there are people that are specifically looking for this kit. And I just wanted to share, if you do end up purchasing it from somebody else, it is a good quality kit. And I know one of the concerns is not having the warranty when you purchase from somebody else and not having enough drills. And I had plenty of diamonds for what I worked on. So just to kind of let you all know, if you did find this image and bought it third party, then you're likely not going to need that warranty for yourself. So I would say if it's a decent price and you really want it, I would go ahead and get it. Anyway, I think that's all I have today. So if you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below. Sorry, I've been MIA for a little while. Things in the world have been a little bit crazy, but I have decided that I'm just going to work on, posting post reviews and possibly probably unboxings. And I think my whip and chats may have to hold off for a little while just because of effort. If you know of a great editing software, that would be good. I would really love to know, since it's looking like I won't be able to have CapCut, and that's what I've been using. So if you know some editing software for me to be able to do lengthier videos, I would love the information and would appreciate it. Anyway, thank you again for joining today. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed this, and I will see you next time. A Sparkle Sanctuary is wherever you go to take care of yourself. So please, in everything that's going on, take time to take care of you. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.